guys, my name is Simran and I have been living in Australia for more than 6 years now. If you're wondering how did I get my car with the tax-free money, let me tell you the secret. So when I say buying my car with the tax-free money, I meant that some portion of my car was made from my pre-tax salary, which means that the money which was going to the government as taxes is now going towards a payment of car, and this is something called novated lease introduced by the Australian government. It is very much beneficial for electric cars and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. In simple words, it is a three-way agreement between employee, which is myself, employer, the company I'm working for, and the novated lease provider. So the employer pays all your lease payments and the running costs from your salary, which helps you to reduce taxable income and save incredibly on taxes. Actually, let me give an example to show this to you. So, guys, if you have a look here at the payslip of for the month of December, the total tax I'm paying here is 1265. And let's have a look at the payslip for the month of January, how much tax I'm saving after getting on novated lease. So for the month of January, you're only paying $507 in taxes, which means as compared to last month, which was around $1,200, here you are saving $700, which is going towards repayment of your car, towards the lease payment of your car. And if you see, the lease payment is bundled into one payment, which says salary packaging, that is $2,360, right? And which also includes the running cost of your car, which means you're not paying any taxes on your running cost. They are GST free, right? And also there is no cost when you're buying a new vehicle through novated lease. You're also not paying any GST on that vehicle, because under novated lease it is considered as a commercial use because it is provided you from the novated lease provider. So you're also saving incredibly on GST. So now you must be thinking whether you're eligible for novated lease or not. In most cases, if you're working full time or part time, you should be eligible. So you just need to have a chat with your employer about the novated lease arrangement so that they can set you up in the payroll accordingly, because the lease payments will be deducted from your pre-tax salary. Also, please know that in some cases, the company you're working for might already be in partnership with one of the novated lease providers. So you need to speak to your HR. Like for me, I work for WeBuild. WeBuild was already in partnership with Smart Salary, right? So I directly got in touch with Smart Salary. Also, if your employer does not offer salary packaging, or if they are unaware about how novated lease works, they can your novated lease provider can anytime reach out to your employer, right? And they can explain them in detail as to what is the process all about, right? Please note that self-employed or sole traders are not eligible for novated lease, because it's more like your business income. It's not a PAYG income. So yeah. So I know you all are thinking, Simran, all this is good, but how do I get started, right? So first you need to select the car you want. Like we got BYD Sea Lion 6, which was approximately 50k AUD, and what a beauty, man! It is like 15 inches touchscreen, like a laptop, right? And then after selecting the car, you need to select a novated lease provider, and they will generate a code for you explaining how much you will be saving, right? Actually, let me show it to you. So now on the screen you can see a sample quote that is for a gross salary of 120k per annum, and on the right hand side you can see the total tax savings for the year is $8283, which is pretty good. And on the left hand side you can see that 65% is the residual value. Why it is 65%? Because my lease term was kind of 1 year, right? If you go for a lease term of 2 or 3 years, it might go down. So you need to consider that factor and consider what would be good for you in long run, right? Or once you have finalized the quote, you sign a novated lease agreement, right? And the payment goes from a novated lease provider to dealership. You book in a settlement date with the dealership once the funds has been transferred to them and all ready to pick up the car. Okay, before you go to pick up your new car, also understand what happens after the novated lease ends. You have three options. You can either pay the residual value of your car, like after your lease term ends. For me, it was 1 year, so I can pay out the whole value, the whole residual value, which is already predetermined in your quote, so you're already aware of that. The second option is that you can also upgrade your car, which is that your novated lease provider can help you to sell off your current car, and using that funds you can get a new car. The third option is you can extend your lease, right? That is definitely your personal choice. Overall, I think novated lease is a great choice as it helps you to save on that instant cash that might have gone out of your pocket. But please consider, if you're purchasing any diesel, petrol, or any other luxury vehicles, not all of your lease payments go out from your pre tax salary. Some of it goes from post tax salary, and some of it goes from pre tax salary. It is kind of a proportion of 50-50, I believe. But when it comes to electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, all of your lease payments go out from pre-tax salary. So then it's a great choice. And you also need to consider it a lot depends on your personal circumstances. Like for me, novated lease term was 1 year, the lease term. But for you, if it's 2 or 3 or 4 years, a car loan might be a better option, right? So it's very important you understand the numbers involved and have a chat with your financial accountant or a financial advisor to see what would be good for you in the long term. Also, please note the amount of GST savings. Although we under novated lease, we're not paying any tax on the purchase of a new vehicle, but the maximum tax savings in that case is $6,195, which means if you're purchasing a vehicle which is more than $68,400, you might need to pay some tax. So you need to consider all these factors before taking any decision. And that's all for today, guys. If you like my content, please, or if you liked some part of it, do like, subscribe, and share. So bye for now.